questions for Taylor.
After a game like yesterday where you said you didn't come up with enough 50-50 balls and didn't have the fight and the timely shots, you had all that tonight. I guess what does that say about your team?
That they embrace the learning. They embrace the not good enough. Luckily we had a game the very next day, so it was short-term memory. But hey, what were the biggest takeaways? We didn't do enough to have the edge in the 50-50 balls. Obviously, fantastic job tonight. 17 second chance points. I mean, Steven was a beast on the offensive boards, but just even loose balls. I mean, even like the jump balls, I think we won all but maybe one. We're just coming up with those long rebounds. When three guys are going, we came up with them. Stuff on the floor, like in the backcourt, guys diving on the floor. So that stuff all adds up. I thought our activity was fantastic defensively. I thought the Lakers came out and kind of imposed their will. Started the first quarter, started the third quarter, but we just kept making those little winning plays throughout to just stay in the game. And then I just absolutely loved how our kind of keep playing mentality. We were just getting downhill, driving, kicking out, rhythm threes. We just played with great force on both ends and responded to a couple, tough punches there first and the third. But yeah, different night. And I'm just proud of the guys just, taking it, and saying, hey, that wasn't good enough yesterday. We got to be better tonight.
Taylor, so Jarred Culver was someone who got his first run at rotation minutes tonight. Just what went into your decision to give Culver that run, and two, just what really stood out to you in those minutes?
Yeah, I mean, he's been, obviously one of the odd men's out, to start the season, but that hasn't, wavered his, spirit, his work ethic. Been really proud of all the play groups. Obviously, he's been assigned a few times. He's put in the extra work. The things that I've seen in the assignment games in the play groups, he's just steadily gotten better day after day, embraced the defensive side of the ball even more. And then offensively, just playing poise and playing within the offense and making the right plays. So obviously, I just want to reward the guy. I mean, with guys out, I wanted him to get rewarded for all the work that he's been putting in. Felt like he can make an impact tonight. Obviously, he made a tremendous impact tonight. Just helped us, on the defensive end, different matchups. He played with great physicality, deflection, some steals. Then offensively, just played really poised. Didn't try to force anything. Just saw how the game was unfolding with his teammates and just played to that same rhythm. So just really proud of all the work, and tonight was a great night for him.
Hey, Taylor, I know you have to be proud of the bench effort because they didn't score a lot of points. They had 9 steals. They didn't allow the Lakers to get on any long, extended runs, and they did. They played ugly, but they played well to preserve the game for you.
Yeah, I mean, I told them they were plus 57 if you add up all the plus minus. So outside, I mean, everyone contributed in the scoring column, the rebounding column, the assist column. They just made an impact. These guys came in, obviously after we got some blows in the first and third quarter, the Lakers were out, blocking shots, getting downhill, transition. Those guys came in, just kind of helped steady the ship. I mean, our starters also were a big reason why to have that resiliency. But those guys contributed mightily tonight. I just love the effort they play with defensively, the activity. Different guys are playing different roles, but those guys, when their numbers call, we said that all the time, just got to be ready to contribute to winning, and they did that tonight.
The Lakers obviously have a lot of star power. You guys are missing 2 of your best players. Is this an example you'll be able to point to towards your team and say that if you play this hard, if you play this way, it doesn't matter who we play, we got a chance to win a game?
I think you just said the exact line that I always tell the guys. It doesn't matter who you're playing, where you're playing, what happened the games before and all that stuff. We're going to play to our standard, and this is definitely a standard type, win, that if we come out and we play with that edge, and you never know how the game's going to go, and you're playing from down, you're playing against a team that's playing with a lot of force, and how are we going to just continue to just find our way over 48 minutes? So just really proud of the activity that we play with defensively, some big time blocks late in the game, 50-50 balls we talked about. Offensively, we just kept playing even when they were being pressuring against us. Just drive, get downhill, don't let up, don't settle. So again, irregardless of who we played, this is a kind of standard type win, something I obviously would definitely point back to, but they know me. I'm just going to turn the page to the next one and say, hey guys, we just got to keep building, getting better.
Taylor, we know Desmond's getting off to these hot starts, but lately it seems like the fourth quarter he's starting to just get those confident shots up and just assert himself even more. Is that something you're seeing from him, just being more confident in late game situations?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got a lot on his shoulders now. With Ja out, obviously with DB out tonight, he just isn't a guy that just kind of reads the game. he comes out aggressive. He knows, he needs to make the right play, whether it's playmaking. But I love his versatility from a scoring standpoint on the offensive end. And whether he gets off to a slow start or not, I even said him at halftime, I say, was I in your head a little bit too much? I was talking about some reasons. He's like, nah, man, I'm good. Comes out and plays great in the second half. So he's an ultra confident guy, knows what the game dictates, whether it's score or play make. Obviously, when he can turn it on late in the games, that's big for us to have more guys that, can make plays late to help you win games.
Coach, going off of that, John Morant tweeted during the game, it's time to give Desmond Bane the most improved player. What's your reaction to that? And at this point, are you surprised? Do you continue to be wowed every single game, night out from Desmond Bane?
I mean, it's amazing what Des has been doing over the course of the season. But to Ja's tweet, that's all love right there. I mean, that's awesome. The support that our teammates have for each other when guys are doing well and when guys aren't doing well is very paramount in our locker room. But for him to shout out Des, he knows how hard work how hard Des works. Obviously he's a big piece for us. He's so valuable to everything we do on and off the floor. But Des, hopefully he's definitely getting the recognition. But none of this is surprising because I know the kid that he is. He loves the impact winning. He's the ultimate worker, the ultimate pro, and when he goes out there and puts it all together, the sky's the limit. So, luckily he's a part of the Grizzlies.
Hey, Taylor, how long do you expect Dylan to be out?
Don't know that because we just discovered that earlier today, but very similar to, my comments about Ja yesterday. We're, all we know is he's in the protocols and we're following the league. He's got, some further testing, but we don't really have any other updates, beyond that from a timeline standpoint.
So from an outsider's perspective, we might say that what you guys are doing is remarkable. Since Ja went down, you're 6-1. With those 5 games where you didn't trail at all, which is absurd, and now you've got Dylan out. Is there any part of this to you that is remarkable, or that is surprising, or that stands out? Just what you've been able to accomplish these last couple weeks?
I'm just very impressed with our guys' resiliency, the fight that they have. The guys always staying ready and understanding that even before Ja's injury, we knew we had a long way to go, and they understood that if we keep just kind of sticking to our we call it our roadmap to success, our game plan for success, and we hadn't really fully embraced that and committed to that early in the season. To me, it's no surprise that when we start doing that, then we can have success consistently. That's a word I haven't really talked a whole lot about, but it's definitely impressive that the guys are embracing that. Obviously the defensive side of the ball is significant improvements, but the challenge is can you just continue to do that every single day. So just really proud of them. The dialogues we've had in film sessions, team meetings, all that, guys are embracing it, and then when they can back it up on the floor, it's very impressive.
Last question, Drew. Taylor, Jaren earlier this season was a player that got some criticism, and ever since Ja went out, he's been playing terrific basketball. So from your perspective as a coach, is it rewarding to see him playing this way and I guess getting the attention that he's been getting by playing like a superstar?
Yeah, I think the great thing about Jaren, like most of our guys, but especially in Jaren's case, is he's his harshest critic. I don't think he really listens to the noise. He comes in with the worker's mentality, the positive mentality. He's the first one to say, man, I got to be better defensively or offensively. I'm not making the right plays, or I got to just keep putting in the work so those shots are falling. But I got to keep staying active, got to keep being that vocal leader out there, the energy leaders out there. So he's his harshest critic, but it says a lot about him that, whatever attentions he's getting, he's focused on we're winning. You see his celebrations out there. It's for his teammates as well, even more so than when he's playing well. So that's what drives him. That's what motivates him, and he's been very proactive in understanding how we're going to get better as a team, and he knows he's a big part of that.
All right, thank you.
Great. Thanks, everybody. I'm alluding to it.